The big story over the week was Square, now the company's called Block, which was started by Jack Dorsey, let go of 4,000 people in one shot. 4 Chinese AI companies used Anthropic with 24,000 bots to basically learn off of Anthropic's model. There was a ton of betting happening on Kalshi and Polymarket. Is Khomeini going to be out, or Khomeini's going to die? And Kalshi kind of changed it recently and said it has to be about Khomeini out. They're reneging on everyone who bet on it.
That's crazy.
And basically screwing everybody.
Kalshi and Polymarket need to be banned.
Banned.
What up?
Hey, hey, hey.
Let me just say, probably the most entertaining week of DMs related to group chat since we started group chat.
Probably.
I had a lot of good ones. A lot of good ones for you.
Yeah,
I haven't even shared mine. I'm sure you got way more, but I got a handful of good ones.
Yeah, I got some good ones. I would say the most common is people offering up their loved ones.
Sisters. Yeah,
sister. A lot of sisters being offered up. A lot of friends. So, yeah, I mean, there's some like relationship coaching services people are offering.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yep.
They think you're just like,
well, they think maybe I need help. And here's what's funny. I'll tell you this too. I don't know if she wants, but she won't care. My mom, after, the next day or whatever, that night, like I went to their Airbnb and she was like, like, I just want you to be careful. You can't go looking for a wife. Because that's, that could get you in trouble. And I was like, I know, Mom, it's okay. My mom was concerned that
you were just going to marry
concerned
any...
I might. Yeah, she's very concerned I might end up with the wrong lady.
Your mom texted me after the pod. She wished she had a mic.
Yeah, but I mean, she could have.
Yeah.
It's easy to say after the pod, but she didn't. But afterwards, they were both like, yeah, they're very concerned about me rushing
to get married,
rushing into the wrong, the wrong woman. So I said, you know what?
Well, yeah, I mean, I think
don't got to worry about that, Mom and Dad.
I think they're just addressing your previous dating life.
Well, that's pretty messed up of you to say.
He continues to take shots.
Yeah. But anyway, it was I mean, look, I don't, obviously, like, it was a fun moment. Screw you, Dee, for putting me on the spot in front of my parents, but whatever. That's what you do. You're an instigator. It was a very fun chat.
It was great content. And yeah, my DMs, it almost felt like the old MTV days. It was just everywhere. I felt like everywhere I went, people were talking about it. I went to the Revolve store opening like 2 days later. They all obviously listened. We're talking about it. I do got to say, my Revolve there's some
friends,
eligible ladies there.
but I will say, shout out to our Revolve crew. They were much more supportive than you were, Dee. So
obviously, it's easy to be supportive in person. I keep it real. I keep it a buck. 100.
Right. Well, they understood, and they there was no rush from them.
I agree. I think you're at an age where there is no rush. I will tell you when I think it's 911. I'll flash signs.
Yeah.
The sign will say 911.
I don't think we'll get there,
Okay.
We'll see. It might, but I yeah, I'm not concerned.
It was very entertaining. I have to say, because I wasn't on the pod because I was having a baby, and I was able to listen to it.
Yeah,
and it was extremely entertaining. I was dying laughing.
Yeah,
it was great content.
Yeah, I mean, when we were in it, you can just tell. It was just a good little riff. That's why it also was a 2-hour episode, because we ended up just
bullshit,
going for it. Yeah. But anyway, so one thing real quick, shout out to the Revolve crew. They opened their store full time. It's been open as like a pop-up since Christmas, but full time opened their store at the Grove. It looks incredible.
It's so nice.
Continue to do
incredible.
Crazy things.
Slammed every time I walk by.
Yep. And then Anand, shout out to you. Yeah. There's a new member of the Anand family.
Yeah, New Murthy. Rowan Murthy, born February 14th. Valentine's Day baby.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Forgot it was Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
You know, when you get my age, you don't really celebrate. But my oldest son was like, "Oh, what do you do for Valentine's Day?" I'm like, "Well."
You know, I was actually thinking as he
you're
gets
the guy
older.
giving me relationship advice.
I was actually thinking as he gets older, is it, you know, let's assume, you know, in his dating life 18 years from now, is it a plus that it's Valentine's Day birthday where he's like, it's my birthday, I don't have to do shit?
It's
going to be fights.
It's going to be
big fights. Yeah, because the girl is going to say, I don't care. It's Valentine's. And he's going to be like, but what? It's my birthday.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like.
What do you think? You think fine?
Yeah, I mean, look, I think as a married person, I don't think Valentine's Day matters at all. I could be wrong. I'm not speaking on behalf of my wife. But I don't think it fucking matters.
Good thing she doesn't listen.
I know. Does she listen?
I think it matters between like 16 and 24.
That's my point.
Yeah, but then like I think as a 30-year-old, I don't remember.
Yes, it matters.
What'd you do Valentine's Day?
Well, this
Palmella?
year, fucking
Palmella
threw tires.
This year, I hit tires.
Threw 14 tires.
Yeah, it was great.
By the way, there's some weird shit happening on your TikTok. Your guy's holding your leg. I think that's what we know you did for Valentine's Day.
So just to tie the loop, I want to just talk about it. Like, I know we've. Dee and I at least have been through now 5 pregnancies. I can't believe what women go through. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane. Amanda had an emergency C-section and like surgeons show up. It's chaos.
Crazy.
And, you know, shout out to modern medicine that they're able to get everyone healthy and well, like fairly quickly.
Yeah.
And it's honestly shocking what you like as in, you know, someone that's just on the side watching.
Right.
That's the only non-medical person in the room. And you're just like, what the fuck is going on? And they figured it out.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
But everything was okay.
Everything's okay. Amanda's a trooper. She had, you know, pretty serious surgeries, to say the least, after the baby was born. And she's doing well and she's healthy home. Baby's healthy home. So all is well.
Great news.
That's great. That's wonderful.
All that they go through, and Dee can't get them flowers on Valentine's Day. Jeez Louise.
You know, it's about being equitable.
So you're saying you want the male version?
His red eye to Miami is the equivalent of labor.
It is. If you know how many it's so funny because I'm sure you don't get these DMs, but the amount of DMs I get, like talking about how bad your advice is just incredible. Well, you know, a woman came up to me at Bird Streets during Super Bowl and was like, "Dee's an idiot."
Well, she's an idiot. But what was the counter? No, because I actually drama. Actually, I want to know what the counter was. Why is Dee? Because I actually agree with almost everything Dee said.
Okay, so you're an idiot.
Oh well, you don't agree. You won't agree with this.
I listened to this like walking around Cedar Sinai.
I know, but Super Bowl is.
Oh no, I'm talking about Super Bowl. I'm talking about pre.
Oh, not the relationship advice or
what advice did I give you pre-Super Bowl?
I'm saying that in general. So from the relationship advice, I got a lot of. In general, you're just stupid. No, I got a lot of DMs about the relationship advice that your advice was crazy. Like move to Dallas. Like move to Dallas. Like stop going to the gym. Like just wild logic. You're too disciplined. I go to the gym for an hour a day.
Are these people married who are saying that, or are they single? Because if they're single, married. they're I don't care about their opinion.
Their opinion
married. Is useless.
I checked. They're every single one of them.
Kids?
Yep. Four or more.
They have 4 kids.
I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm just saying I got a bunch of DMs.
Exactly.
I don't know
lying.
or
He's
care.
Lying.
And then Super Bowl, that woman that came up to me, that was before. That was just like, hey, Dee's a loose cannon. He's too MAGA. You gotta make sure you're on the pod to keep him.
I know
We
exactly.
haven't even got to the best part of the episode. It's about to turn the fuck up.
Yeah.
I know exactly who came up to you during Super Bowl too.
Do you?
I think so.
It's a friend of one of our friends. And I didn't know that at the time. So this woman just came up to me and just said this. And I was like, oh shit. Like we were just in the middle of the Super Bowl. And then our friend, obviously who I won't disclose, is she was like, oh yeah, I know her. Anyway, too niche for the listener. Okay, so everything's good. Amanda's good, healthy. You have a healthy baby. Yeah. Okay, good. We're set. We're set for some news. Are we ready for news?
Let's do it.
I don't need news. I got to sing a song. Proud to be an American.
Keep going.
It's got to be a group.
Okay. Where at least I know I'm free.
We
And I
drop
won't
some
forget.
bombs and do whatever the fuck we want whenever we feel like D.
You know what's funny? So now the new thing is just overnight out of nowhere, we just like take out leaders of countries. That's the new version of war.
I mean, that's not true. I mean, we've been setting up for this for a while. The ship went 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I know,
it was pretty. It was telegraphed.
What I'm saying is, you wake up in the morning. It seems like ever since Osama bin Laden, you wake up in the morning. We capture what's his name? Why am I blanking?
Osama bin Laden?
No, I'm saying Osama bin Laden was Maduro. Yes. We just storm into the country, shut down communications, capture whatever. So then this time, overnight, it's just the guy's dead. The supreme leader is just dead. It's not like, oh, we've started airstrikes.
But here's the thing, right? So we spend $1 trillion a year in defense, which is more than the next 9 countries combined. We should be able to do it.
It sounds like we don't need any of it. We just need all that intelligence.
And we're using Claude, we're using Anthropic, we're using Palantir, we're using everything. Yeah. Like, I mean, it would be embarrassing. It would be embarrassing if we couldn't do it. We have more resources than anyone on the planet.
I also think there's a shift, particularly with this president, where he's never been a person to play the game, right? Like he basically destroyed his own party. You know, the Republican Party has ceased to exist. He destroyed the Democrat. He destroyed the construct of U.S. politics. So why the fuck does he care about following the rules when it comes to, you know, global order? Previous presidents thought. How many TV shows and movies have we all watched about IRGC and Iran and nuclear Iran? He just said, "Fuck it, it's over. I'm done. I'm not watching another movie about this. I'm not watching another show.
We're never
having. I don't like Claire Danes. I'm wiping these guys out."
But if you're an adversarial leader of a country, any other country right now, you must be a little spooked.
Yes, you should be. You should be.
Like we all just wake up in the morning and they're dead or captured. It's like there's no. Like we were in Iraq for a decade. We were in Afghanistan. We were in all these things, just battles and strikes. It's just you wake up in the morning, the guy's captured or dead. That's crazy.
But to be fair, you know why? Is there's not an incentive for this president to make money off the war. He's found other ways to make money. He makes money off backdoor business dealings rather than making money off war, whereas all the previous presidents made money off war. So to be credit to him, war is the worst thing ever. No one wants to be in Iran for the next 10 years. I don't think we're going to be there. I mean, I think we'll have a presence in the region forever. We have to. But like, I don't think this is going to drag on for 6 months, a year, or 2 years. Correct me if I'm wrong in 6 months or a year. I think what's happening is anyone who wants to run the, you know, Islamic regime, you know, radical, you know, situation in Iran, they're getting wiped out. The new Ayatollah was for 8 hours. He was Ayatollah for 8 hours.
Crazy.
So think about it. Why would you want the job? Eventually,
they've already tracked everyone, so it's very clear.
They know the org structure.
Yeah, they know the org structure. They've already tracked them. They know where everyone is. So it would actually be like a suicide sentence to be the next leader.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're just like popping on the 72 virgins.
So I think the more important part, because I don't want to get into the politics of, all of this, because you can listen to 1,000 podcasts and Substacks and Twitter feeds to talk about it.
Right. For
But
the
I
record,
do
I'm
want
also not talking about that. You know what I mean? I don't want to get into all that.
Yeah,
but I do want to. I do want to talk about the financial markets, because that's what's important to that. In my opinion, money actually, like Dee always says, money dictates everything, and the
market's unchanged.
The market's fairly unchanged. Oil's up like 4%,
which is because it's the new war.
Nothing.
It's the new
my point is,
war.
I think everyone has already priced in there's instability in that region, and they're like, great, another bomb, another area in Middle East gets bombed. Guess what? We've already priced that into all of our underwriting, and it's if you look at every stock, right? The aftermarket started. The S&P started at 3 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
The stock started at 5 p.m. Pacific. Everything's like plus or minus 1%.
Yeah.
I know. And I just I know nothing about this, but I'm just saying it has to also help when the war is already essentially over. It happened in one night. Sure, there's some ancillary shit going on, but well,
no, I guess it depends. From our side, yes, America is not going to be involved much longer. But for that region, it's going to happen for a long time. But the point is, it's like similar to 2016 when the election was happening and you saw all the money going into Trump when everyone thought Hillary was going to win, and everyone's like, no way Trump's going to win. And then you saw the money going.
Yeah.
And I see the money basically saying, this is a nothing burger.
Yeah. From a financial standpoint.
Yeah. Forget the religious, political.
Well, here's the thing.
And I'm not trying to be insensitive to all the people involved in this.
Right.
But from the financial markets, they do not care.
The other issue is we are the largest oil producer in the world. We are not dependent on any oil.
So the Strait of Hormuz, which is probably going to get shut, it's technically, I Gemini'd it, so I'm not trying to pretend I'm an expert. I did it on the way here. It's de facto closed, meaning only Iranian and Chinese ships are going through, no other country. That canal that everyone's saying, oh my God, it's going to fuck the world. Only 3% of the oil for America goes through that canal.
Yeah. So
it's irrelevant to Americans.
Yeah. That's one piece. And we're still the consumer of oil. If you really look at what happened in the last 60 days, and I don't know if it was actually thought through by Trump, maybe someone on the team, or it just so happened, he took out China's two biggest sources of oil, right? Venezuela was selling China cheap oil, and Iran has been selling cheap oil to China. And so that is a big part of Chinese economy, getting cheap oil. It's how they've prospered all these decades. Right. It's effectively gone, right? Because Iran, the way that the Trump administration is pushing Iranian people, basically like, we got your back, go overthrow the government. You guys want to go protest and overthrow? We'll kill everyone who's in your way, right? I don't think they've really decided who's going to be the leader. I mean, obviously America has to say, okay, whoever the leader is, we're not just letting...
I'm sure the CIA is going to put the leader in.
Yeah. And what Trump said, the guy that he wanted to be died. He got killed.
Oops.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be like a battle to decide who becomes... Because, at the end of the day, Iran is a huge...
90 million people.
Yeah, it's a huge country, huge economy, tons of oil, tons of potential to actually be like, people love to romanticize what Iran was pre-Khomeini, and it was a very different country, right? It was a very modern, highly educated, and, if you live in Los Angeles, a lot of Iranians live. I mean, it's called Tehrangeles for a reason, for a very long time. A lot of Persian people have lived here since 1981, when the revolution happened, and it changed. Like, all those people got driven out, and you saw the protest, or not even protest, celebrations in the city of LA today, near Westwood, of everyone kind of celebrating this change. Obviously, it's going to take time. I don't think it's going to be an easy transition to, like, all those extremists aren't just rolling over tomorrow and being like, oh yeah, here, we lost.
Right.
Those people are crazy. Right. They're literally psychotic human beings. So It's going to be a fight. The good thing is that these morons went and shot off missiles everywhere. So now no one has their back. Fucking
the shit in
zero
Dubai was crazy looking. Just to see that, you know, like I feel like Dubai just feels like that wouldn't happen there.
Dubai always felt like the safe haven of the region. You come here, you know, you can have your crypto scam, you can have your restaurants, the girls. We got you covered. And it was basically a protected place. And then Iran, whatever the hell they just don't give a fuck anymore. They're just firing bullets everywhere.
So I have multiple friends that live there, and I've been speaking with them the last few days, and one of them who's fairly senior in in the freight world in that part of the region, he basically said Iran can't get to the US because they don't have the missiles to launch to the US, but they can get to Dubai because it's 70 miles away.
Yeah.
And no one cares if they bomb Bahrain. No one gives a shit if they bomb Kuwait. But if you bomb Dubai, it's like the last safe haven. And that's like kind of a FU to the Western world. You guys thought this was safe.
Yeah.
And it's try to wake up Western people to come to the table. Like Kushner has been taking favors from everyone in that region for the last 8 years. Yeah. His phone must be nuts. They're probably like, look, you've made billions of dollars off us. Tell this country to stop.
Well, it's not send this country. Stop doesn't work. It's we're going to obliterate.
My point is
the people involved.
Every day this extends, it compounds how much longer it will take for these parts to get back.
Yeah, but don't you think in a way it also aligns everyone to just say, all right, fuck Iran then? Or, that leadership.
Sure, but the point is no one knows what the next leadership is.
Yeah, but I think once again, I have no fucking idea what I'm talking about. But don't you think that if there's this unified understanding that hey, we're all on the same page, everything's on the up and up over here. You guys are wild. We can never have someone wild like that in this region. There's too much to gain. And so everyone's in line with trying to get the right people in there. It's not going to be a dice roll who's the next leader. It's going to be chosen, like you said.
But I mean, the problem is 90 million people. And there's so many different factions. It's not like you just have even America, it's red and blue. There's two sides.
Right.
There's multiple sides there that are probably angling for power.
But this is our playbook. We take out the leader, we put one in that we approve of. There'll be a fucking Zelensky in there. There'll be a comedian,
Yeah.
Throw him in there. He's a new leader. I just feel I think the thing that seems to me.
And so the last thing I'll say from my friend in the region, he said, look, Iran's been planning for this for 20 years that they're going to get eliminated, at least the top, the head of the snake. He's like, do you think they do not have, option 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 lined up?
Okay. And then I will say that
they all got bombed tonight.
We have all your options already done. And option 12, which is the end of all of you, we've already figured out.
The 12th man on the bench might come in.
Yeah, we just droned the 12th.
You might need Rudy from Notre Dame to come in and get that.
We have a team of Patrick Mahomes.
I agree, but I'm just saying, I don't think they're rolling over as quickly as everyone thinks.
Yes, of course. And that's why Trump said it's going to take a month. He literally said today, it's going to take a month. It's going to take weeks to figure this out. And I definitely did not, when it all happened, I was like, oh shit, how long is it going to take? And then just the precision as which they are all moving. And now that Saudi is also aligned and, public notice, we're supporting. Great Britain said you can use, they weren't letting, US use their bases. Great Britain was not letting US use the bases for this whole excursion. And now Great Britain is, France is, everyone's basically like, all right, enough's enough.
Right.
We're not letting you guys ruin the party. And I know what Trump's thinking. Trump's like, I got a midterm. I need $2 gas. I don't want anyone talking about war, and he doesn't want to hear about servicemen and servicewomen dying. That's not fucking good for business. 3 people have already died, and it's super tragic. And obviously what's happening there We don't even know what's happening on the ground. We have no idea what's happening. I think the biggest thing is all the people you know in Dubai, none of them are Americans, right?
No.
They're all like from different countries, right? I have several friends there that I was talking to. None of them are Americans either. I mean, no Americans ever fucking going back there.
Yeah, because even my friend...
It's crazy, yeah.
I was supposed to go there in April. There's no chance.
You might not even be able to go.
Doesn't bother me either way now. I'm never stepping foot. Like, why would I risk... I mean, you know, those hotels, like on Jumeirah Beach, getting hit... I mean, I've stayed there. It's insane.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
crazy.
even my friend was telling me like all the white folks that were in Dubai were getting in cars, driving 5 hours to Oman because the Oman airport is still open to try to get out.
Yeah.
Then there's another story. It's on our docket that senior financial executives and like super rich people are taking security motorcades to Riyadh because you can get on land to Saudi and you can fly home for $350,000 from Riyadh, and they're taking it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously if you have money, what are you waiting for?
Right.
The fuck out. I mean, Iran is so erratic.
You know, the first time I went to Dubai was 2008, which ages me because that's 18 years ago. And
you're old. What's the age?
Yeah.
Just get over it.
Just accept it already.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2008, it was right around the financial crisis. So Dubai had this huge boom from 2000 to 2008. And that was when the Burj Khalifa was being built, but wasn't open, and everything was just cranes. And the city was pretty much empty. And I was on the way to India for a wedding and hung out with friends. And I was like, what's going on here? And I saw all these buildings that were really nice. Everything was empty. And they were like, oh, it's financial crisis, you know, whatever. And then I asked questions and I was like, you know, I didn't even know where I was in 2008. I was like, in terms of like geographically, I was like, where are we in Dubai? And they're like, oh, Iran's over there. And they like, we were on like the water. They're like, oh, it's right down, you know, it's
down the street,
60 miles away. And I was like, holy shit. Yeah. And I was like, that's not cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is 2008.
Yeah.
And then I went there last January, and, you know, Dubai is the most booming place. I've been there every year since, and I was like, I had a friend telling me how perfect Dubai was. And I was like, you know what your existential threat is? Down the water.
Yeah.
A year ago, I said that.
Yeah.
I was like, they can fucking missile you at any moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it happened 1 year later.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I think, I'm not saying it's a good thing, but when I saw that happening, I was like, okay, at least it's so objectively crazy that everyone will align that, like, all right, that can never happen again.
Well, yeah. And look, there's always, like, as crazy as it sounds, there are rules of war.
Rules of engagement.
And rules of war.
Right.
Like, there's things that you're allowed to do in war.
You don't drone strike the Burj Khalifa.
Yeah, you can't like drone strike fucking catch.
On, man.
You can't drone strike catch.
Exactly.
Like, yeah, you just can't do those things. It's like, because it's at the end of the day, what point are you making by killing civilians, right? Like, you know, and all countries have done it. They've all killed civilians in war, and it's stupid.
It never turns out well.
It never turns out well. You don't actually gain anything from it. So I think, you know, if you have military purpose to take out a portion of their abilities, that's different. But yeah, when I saw, you know, those people in the hotels in Dubai, and I'm like, fuck, this was supposed to be the future. Well, look, if it all goes well, and they stabilize Iran.
Oh, then it's like if they stabilize Iran, booming. Middle East is going to be the biggest boom time. Yeah, because everything's going to go down now.
Yeah,
near term.
Yeah,
it's like kind of a post 9/11.
Yeah,
New York City.
Yeah,
and then New York City became like the hottest place on the planet.
Yeah,
if Iran gets neutralized, Dubai. Yeah, and then Saudi's going to just turn on the.
Yeah, because Saudi then will realize this is the time to change the region. The region, to me. In 20 years, assuming like the radicalism gets stabilized or completely eradicated, it's no different than going to Europe.
So I have a question for you guys. So this is similar to like COVID in March, early March, where I said Coachella wasn't happening and you guys all laughed at me.
Yeah.
So the NBA in October has games in Abu Dhabi with 4 teams. I don't know who the 4 teams are, but every year it's 4 teams.
Yeah,
Does that happen or not in October?
This year, no.
happens? I think, yeah.
You think it happens?
Yeah, you want to know why I think, yeah? And I'd put some money on it if you want to have a friendly bet. But I think about all the effort that the Middle East has been doing, or Saudi or Riyadh, like with all these fights, all these UFC events, all these events, just to try to like make everything look safe and glamorous. And this is
don't you think that veil's been pierced?
Yeah.
Well, it was pierced 2 days ago, but I'm saying that I think they're going to do everything under the sun to get back as quickly as possible. And I think whatever, if it's paying the NBA, if it's whatever it is, my prediction is they went backwards like 15 steps with those videos of drones flying into,
I mean,
hotels.
if I'm an NBA player,
Yeah,
and I'm on the verge, think about it. It's also the highest security risk. It is some of the most famous people
so like
in America.
last year was Giannis went to Abu Dhabi.
Okay, well, he's not American.
I bet
I'm
they
saying
go.
it's Cooper flag.
Yeah, do you want Cooper
American
flag?
treasure. White American treasure.
Cooper's
I
going to
can't
be
send
there.
Cooper there. Cooper
Cooper's
can't
boots
go.
on the ground.
Can you Google right now Abu Dhabi October?
We could send some of the European players, but we're not sending
Coop's on
the
the
Great
ground.
White Hope there.
Coop's got to go.
No,
Because
Coop
they got to
can't go.
clean this shit up quick. They got to make everyone forget.
It's what's the point?
Do you think Dana White, as a solid, does UFC there because they saved him during COVID?
I mean, I'll tell you
UFC
this.
is different.
I'll tell you this. Yep, number one, yes,
What?
but also
UFC
over
is
the,
different. They don't care.
No, I'm
Over
just
the
saying
weekend-
they saved him during COVID.
there was a debate just like this about this weekend. There was a UFC event in Mexico, and everyone's like, "Oh, they must be canceling it because of all the cartel unrest in Mexico." They did it. The event was
Yeah,
great.
they don't care.
That's different.
That's it.
This is a little different.
Dana will be
I
there
don't think
next
so.
month. But I think that's just my guess. I'm not saying I'm so sure. I'm just saying I would bet.
UFC is not. UFC
Khabib
is,
doesn't care. He'll show up.
well, he's
Well,
one of them.
that's a very unique example.
Yeah.
It's does Conor McGregor care? But that's just my bet. I think if you're them, you have to be so bummed because you've done so much work to try to make Abu
Look,
Dhabi and Saudi and all that look.
I think if I'm MBS, and it said that MBS
You think
privately reached out to Trump the last couple weeks, basically like finish them. Like because think about it. This guy, MBS, such a polarizing figure, but he fucking brought the region so much relevance in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
And they're on the verge of like basically changing history of like pushing progress in the region. These morons, Iran, fucking as the extremists, go and start flying missiles in places they want to have golf tournaments and football games and basketball
And
games.
live golf. And
I promise
Think
you,
about all of the money they've invested.
I'm telling you, and we know MBS is not a pussy. MBS called Trump and said, kill them all of them. I don't want a fucking relative alive at the chance that
Guaranteed.
it may fuck up. You're talking about changing a broken region forever.
They're like, yo, we got the
They're not
NBA
fucking
here in
around.
October. Hurry the fuck up. We
Yeah,
got
no, they're
Cooper
not
landing.
fucking around.
Did you find out?
They're not. The games aren't finalized yet with the teams.
Okay.
Yeah, let me tell you, it ain't be Cooper flag.
LeBron ain't going. I can tell you
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
But imagine
LeBron
like
ain't
whatever's
good.
scheduled that's getting canceled right now. Like imagine how it looks from their perspective. It looks probably so bad. It is
Yeah,
bad.
they have all those golf tournaments and
Yes.
this and,
And
that.
tennis tournaments. They have
All
Federer. They have-
canceled.
Let me tell you.
Federer is a resident of Dubai.
Okay, not anymore.
Yeah,
Let me
maybe
tell you,
not.
he got that 350 little trip. He got the fuck out. Think about it.
But
It's just
remember-
not worth. It's just a risk. Like,
They're gonna
just
pay.
remember how many people after summer of 2020 of our friends that left Metro LA. I know so many people that left Metro LA because of all the protests. They just left. They're like,
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with this shit anymore.
Yeah.
And everyone went to the suburbs and gated communities or West Side or whatever. Think
they're gonna
about it.
pay
You saw a
him.
fucking missile hit the Grove. We're out of here.
I was at the Grove this morning.
Like it's like if the Grove got bombed by Tijuana and it was like, all right, too close.
Yeah, Jumeirah Beach is like it's the Grove. It's like the most iconic part like of old Dubai. Like when you used to get there and you'd be like, oh, it's like a famous part.
The difference is I just think they'll pay for it. I think that they will pay. Remember they were paying influencers to go and paying like they'll pay to make it look, to make you forget.
But, okay, the only way that I can forget is when I go to a hotel, I don't see a rocket.
Honestly,
You're like, oh, is this the room that got rocketed? Can I have the next room over, please?
Once the airports open, I bet you if you're an influencer or an A-lister, the bag you can get if you're willing to go is going to be ridiculous.
I'll go for 10 mil.
We could do group chat live. I'll do it.
We probably could for
10
like $1
million.
million. I bet a David Dobrik or whoever the fuck will be. I mean, I Show Speed will be there by the end of the year.
Yeah, they're going to pay all of them. Pay us.
No, I think it has to be like struggling people to get going.
Yeah.
I don't think I Show Speed.
No,
is
but
fucking
it's
showing
one
up.
of those things when it's so dangerous now and they clean it up, it's actually the safest place to be.
So if it was guarded by the U.S. government,
It is.
It's not because the rocket wouldn't have hit.
All those missiles, 137 missiles were intercepted by U.S. military.
It's just the visuals
kind of
did
machinery.
not look like what we're used to
Visuals
seeing.
don't look good.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to see like staying at the Four Seasons. It's like, I'm not trying to see that.
Imagine if we did a group
Crazy.
chat live on Jumeirah Beach and just drones were getting intercepted.
No, fuck
It's just
that.
crazy. Because even when you see like, or at least when you used to see like a lot of this stuff from Israel and stuff, like you would see the Iron Dome intercepting missiles or the, and that looked kind of crazy. Yeah. But this is literally 4K video of drone strikes or whatever the fuck those were, missiles just flying into nice hotels and literally like flying behind the Burj Khalifa and it just was like, ugh.
Yeah, it's a little too close to home.
I'm sure there's someone who listens to the pod that is part of Dubai Tourism. I would love to know their plans because they're going to start paying. I know they are.
I know, but there's nothing to pay. The airport's closed.
No,
the airport got bombed.
Apparently, it's getting
Crazy.
opened in like 4 days. Who knows?
But the fact that their airport,
it is gonna be a
it's like
mass
everyone
exodus,
has
right?
to go through the airport,
Who's flying in?
I Show Speed is flying in.
I Show
No one's
Speed.
flying. Actually, DMS, if you're like dying to go there right now, I'm curious.
It's real
Well, if you
cheap.
ever wanted to see Dubai, it is a great time.
It is great, and it's empty
Very
now.
cheap.
Yeah, the hotels are cheap. I did look it up. Like in 2 weeks,
You can't even get there.
No, in 2
Well,
weeks.
I guess people can't leave, so there's no rooms available.
Yeah. But
And
wait
the
a
government
couple
said they're
weeks.
paying for all their extended
Abu
stays.
Dhabi definitely said they're paying for all the.
See, they're already paying. They're going to pay. I can't wait to watch how they try to recover, or they will recover, but how they do it. Because they've put so much fucking effort in, and one day of bombs flying around, and it's just like, well,
I actually think strategically, if you were building up this country, right? Like there's a wind coming. There's the best restaurants in the world. There's best hotels in the world. Major real estate developers are developing. There was always this looming risk of Iran. I'm surprised they just allowed. Were they waiting for America to deal with it?
No, they just expected America would always protect them,
Yeah.
and they did.
Yeah.
Those missiles got intercepted because of American machinery.
Yeah.
If
But
it
I'm
weren't
saying,
for
why didn't they just take out this guy 20 years ago?
like this whole time you're building that area, this could happen at any moment. That whole time, I bet they needed American and Israeli like intelligence,
Oh, they definitely needed American Israeli intelligence.
and so you just
There's
needed
no-
us to do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's becoming clear the superiority of American Israeli intelligence. Even there's a rumor
It's crazy.
on Israel how they knew that the meeting was happening where Khomeini died. I haven't verified this, so I don't know if it's true. But even just thinking about it, even if it's propaganda spread by Israel, it's so fucking creative.
Yeah.
Basically said that Israel had implanted dentists and doctors in Iran, and they had filled their teeth and cavities with tracking devices so that they could track where everyone's going to be. And even
that's true. That's
GI
so
doctors
insane.
in the intestine. And I mean, just ridiculous.
If that's true. I mean, that pager story is almost equally as absurd. So, you know, like the level of detail that went into the pager exploding thing they did. It's scary. It's so crazy. It feels like a new age. I don't know if it is or not, but it just feels like intelligence is on such another level that like these 10-year wars don't make sense anymore. It's just if you don't like the leader or whatever, you just go in and kill him or capture him. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and what's crazier is, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to this. You know, there was a ton of betting happening on Kalshi and Polymarket over the last couple of weeks, even the beginning of the year, on, you know, regime change and is Khomeini going to be out or Khomeini's going to die. And Kalshi kind of changed it recently and said it has to be about Khomeini out. And because he got killed, they're reneging on everyone who bet on it.
That's crazy.
And basically screwing everybody.
Kalshi and Polymarket need to be banned.
Banned.
And I'm a indirect investor in both.
Can anyone make a line? Like, how did that even happen? Like, how was there something?
Anyone can make a line. That's correct. Okay. Anyone can make a market. And if people bet it,
you bet it.
You bet it.
I see. So that's what they're trying to use to get out of it.
Exactly. And I think the problem is they've on a few occasions recently, and you know, this how much money was bet on Khomeini? Like $500 million
at least.
Yeah, something cool.
I was at my daughter's soccer game and I saw a screenshot from one of the dads that his friend had 2K to win 10K and Khomeini dying. This is at fucking an AYSO soccer game.
Yeah. So just multiply that
we live in.
Yeah, multiply that by a million.
He's like, and my buddy who's the dad, he's a gambler. He's like, dude,
free money. She's gonna get smoked.
Did you see that clip where there was a guy?
You know what's even worse is like 2 weeks before he was asking me, what do you think about Seahawks Patriots today?
Yeah, same.
Khomeini.
Same thing. Yeah, today it's Khomeini. Did you see that clip, that TMZ clip where the guy said that he was in a Joe Stone Crab in Washington, D.C.
Yeah,
and
he's like,
I think tonight is the night they're going to bomb Iran. I just heard two guys talking about it at the table next to me. And he was right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The loose lips is obvious.
Well, there's still many people go into.
I mean, even Trump at Mar-a-Lago on Friday night, he was dancing and someone asked him, and this is on tape, he said, I got to go to work. And go to work was, I need to bomb Iran.
Right. Remember when Obama was like so secretive about it at the correspondence dinner and they did all these things to make sure nobody knew? And Trump's like, I'm going to work.
Yeah.
Why are you going to work at midnight,
like a dog.
Oh, man. What a crazy time.
I mean, the last 48 hours of content, and what's crazy,
and we haven't even talked about OpenAI and Anthropic, which I thought would be the biggest news.
Yeah,
right,
I mean,
what
the only news is we're using all of them to get whoever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
By the way, more and more I think about it, United States should ban every country from using OpenAI and Anthropic, Claude.
But don't you
I don't think we should let. We should. Everyone can have their own LLMs. But you guys are so great
that they have access to whatever they're doing on it.
Who?
America. Like, don't you think that's maybe an angle?
Oh, meaning if a foreign country uses OpenAI and Claude, we know what they're using, is what you're saying.
Right.
So over last weekend, Anthropic announced that 4 Chinese AI companies used Anthropic with 24,000 bots to basically learn off of Anthropic's model. So I agree. It's an interesting take what you're saying. I think the safer route is, I don't think no one has the money to rebuild this. It's a fucking wrap. If you don't, like, Chinese models were all built on American models. They didn't fucking do anything. So don't give them access to the underlying where they're pulling the data, and don't give them the access to the models.
But I think Drama's point is right. Give them the access so we can know exactly what you're doing.
Right.
Because the Department of Defense already owns it, right?
Yeah, that would be my argument. Is you could throttle it, you could see what they're doing, it gives you if they have to rely on our models, it's so dominant.
Yeah.
If we just let them go in a black box and we don't know what they're doing, then it's sketchy. If they have to use ours, then
and even if they're using a portion of ours and trying to build their own, we'll be able to track it and follow the trace.
It's just amazing to me how we just keep fucking winning. You know what I mean? Like I would say a year ago, we were like, man, AI, China's going to beat us. What was their fucking shitty AI called?
DeepSeek. Yeah, we beat the shit out of that.
DeepSeek. Yeah. And now we just win on every playing field.
And now, you know, there was a lot of memes around like, you know, there's been a lot of, you know, like Ray Dalio, one of the top 10 morons ever.
Yep.
Biggest fucking
Well, you know his
show.
No, he's
for
a
the
show
Chinese.
Yes. He's laundering money for the Chinese.
Yes. He is such a...
That's well documented on Twitter.
He wrote a great book.
hate his guts. I hate his guts.
He's a great author.
So drama, when you...
Hold on.
Let me, before you jump into...
Because I know Drama is obsessed with him, so is Rob. And I'm like, the guy's a fraud. The guy's a fraud.
No. So here's what I don't like. When all of these so-called experts have kept on pushing this narrative on national debt, U.S. currency going to be devalued. And this story of like United States superpower is over, like that, our best days are behind us. I don't know if you guys saw, but U.S. dollar surged today. You know why? Because when we fucking whip out our dicks, it's over. It's over. It doesn't matter. There's no other country. It's one country.
That's the point of the $1 trillion in military spend we do annually, because it shows the whole world nothing exists without us.
Yes.
So you have to buy our dollar.
And that's what they did.
And we can print another 10 trillion.
Yes.
So we're 39 trillion in debt. Let's get to 60.
Yes, we should. I'm all for it now. And I feel like we are now proved.
Because there's unlimited demand for our fucking dollar.
So think about it like this. You're in the middle. Okay, Iran currency collapsed, right?
Yep.
You're in the Middle East. You're
Turkey.
You're Turkey and you have money. What are you going to do? Buy some lira?
Yeah.
Absolutely fucking not. You're not buying fucking nothing.
And then we're not even
bald
thinking
eagle dollars.
Yeah. And even when you see that B-52 go over the Super Bowl, you're like, goddamn right.
E pluribus unum or whatever the fuck it says.
And you see Jack Hughes on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
But the point is, and then on top of that, what people are not even talking about, this stable coin. I know everyone thinks crypto is a scam. Stable coin transacts trillions of dollars now. That's all backed by U.S. treasuries or U.S. dollar.
Yeah.
One of the two.
Yeah. You can't do anything.
Not yuan.
Yeah.
Not lira.
Yeah.
There was a good wand joke in there somewhere.
Yeah, there was. I was trying to think of it. I couldn't.
My mind was
I
racing.
should have said renminbi.
Yeah.
But my point is,
one was an easy layup, and usually I'm very punchy. I didn't have it.
No, I must be tired.
Because it was a good point. That's why.
Yeah.
Honestly, we could double our national debt. This is the biggest fallacy of everyone saying we can't double our debt.
Well, it's not just that. I think the bigger issue I have is people like Ray Dalio pushing this narrative that America is over, America's best days are behind us, and then look. Let's just be objective. I'm very pro-America per Drama's interactions with people.
Yep.
I'm going to put a fucking bald eagle on my head from now on.
You should get a tattoo.
My feeling is, okay, what are the most important companies on earth? It's basically Anthropic, OpenAI, Google, Microsoft, Apple,
Tesla,
right?
Amazon,
right? Those are the most important companies on earth.
You say Facebook?
No, yeah, Facebook, sure. Most important companies on earth. We basically
Anthropic, I wouldn't even put in that category anymore.
I mean, I think they are.
SpaceX.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, SpaceX. Okay, fine.
So Tesla encompasses SpaceX.
Elon.
All of them.
Elon.
Okay.
So Elon.
So
yeah.
let's take those 10 companies I just said.
And you'd say Nvidia.
Nvidia. Fuck. Most important. Most important. Nvidia.
Right.
There's nothing else.
No.
The whole, and then we add the weapons. And then we add the planes.
Then
and
we
then
add
the
Palantir.
boats. And then we add the guns and the missiles and
Dural.
bombs.
Right.
You're talking about, Jesus Christ.
Which is, like that's also Palantir and Anduril, but also like Lockheed Martin. Like they're all of it. It's all us.
Yes. It's all
there's not a hot new
Everyone
missile
should
coming
give
out
up.
of China that everyone can't wait to get their hands on.
Yeah, it's like
Timu missiles.
It's ridiculous. Everyone in the rest of the world should pay our taxes. That's my belief. We should all get to live for free, and you all should pay our taxes.
Honestly, the world should just be denominated by US dollar. Every country.
Why do I gotta go to the ATM when I'm in another country?
Or why do we have to pay currency exchange? Give me a break. I'm telling you, the stable coin plus military, there's nothing that's going to stop the US dollar and debt.
It's just pretty crazy. It's also like, I know we're like kind of joking to like spice it up with the bald eagle talk.
No, I'm dead serious.
But I'm just saying, like, it's
what's
actually crazy. Like, there's nothing even close.
You know what's funny about, so the all-in guys are obviously huge. They're in the White House. They're like affecting policy. Before they got big in the early days, when they actually were just kind of free-flowing talking, they had this debate. And this is probably 5 years ago, because they started in 2020.
Yeah.
Someone brought up the debt, and Chamath goes, "Why are you bringing up the debt?"
Who cares?
He's like, "Where else are you going to invest?"
Yeah.
He goes, "What other country would you rather own their currency than the US dollar?"
Yeah.
And he stopped saying that because now he's too famous and too important.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, because he can push markets at this point.
Yeah.
But I think.
But he said that when it was free flowing. That's what he actually believed.
Yeah. And I don't think.
Don't you think? Well, he was just going to be my question. This might be a wrong time to say if you had something, D, is like, isn't there an internal concern about sort of inflation and the power of the dollar and what that does to the wealth gap and what that does to like internal unrest? Like, isn't our biggest threat our own citizens being extremely unhappy and some sort of revolution?
Yes, but the underlying thing that will fix that is part of the technology revolution that's happening in America.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, everyone. So the fear on, we briefly touched on a last episode, the Citrini research that went viral. Turns out the guy's a partner in a hedge fund that was short the market.
Yeah.
So fuck his research and fuck him.
And he
That's so
paid to
annoying.
boost his post.
Exactly. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is manipulated. This fear is manipulated. So the big story over the week that was not related to Iran was Square. Now the company's called Block, which was started by Jack Dorsey, who fucked up Twitter, and luckily Elon saved it. Let go of 4,000 people at one shot. So
40% of his staff.
10,000 person company, 4,000 people, predominantly engineering.
Yep.
And, the narrative that he was trying to push is AI, but it's basically going back to the size of his company from 2019.
Yeah, it's a
the same.
pre-COVID level. They're bloated. From people that I've talked to that actually know the company, they said it was completely mismanaged over the last 6 years.
Yeah.
And all these people should not have been hired.
Yeah.
And nothing to do with AI.
Exactly. And so he just used AI. Everyone's going to use it.
And he just is smart and he's able to articulate himself.
Yeah, but he got caught in the crossfire, right? Like he threw a party for $65 million 6 months ago.
Yeah.
So the company has money. The money is not the problem. They're profitable.
But it's so funny how everyone comes out like, I can't believe how brave he is. Like, I don't even know what my words are. What do you mean he's brave? He just admitted I mismanaged the company for the last 6 years.
I would the right way to say it is he is being honest that he fucked up.
But he should have said that.
Yeah, he didn't say that. It's his fault.
I read his fucking post.
Yeah, because here's the thing. That 4,000 is now giving the courage to 4 million other people to cut everyone. Yeah. Right? Because the reality is AI is definitely, I see it. I use it. I'm a fucking believer. I'm punch drunk on all the AI tools. It is powerful, but we all run bloated companies. That is a reality of the situation. We all, everyone overhired, and now we just have to course correct. And then AI will eventually actually do the job displacement, and that will be the next problem to solve for. But right now, like, we know Google, Facebook, Microsoft, Accenture, everyone needs to cut immediately.
Yeah.
Like,
at the same time, I've talked to two people that, one of us that we all know, and then another friend that are both recruiters. They said, we've never been busier.
Yeah, they are. That's my point, is that you know what's crazy? That's why I'm never, ever concerned about the future of jobs. The applications to start a new business have exploded. Funding is bigger than ever. These tools the amount of people that have DM'd me telling me that what they've built using Claude or Lovable or any of these tools is insane. And I'm just one data point, right? There's billions of data points of people doing things. And I think we're at this point where what Jack Dorsey, opened up. Look, for those 4,000 people at Square, they're fucking smart. They're not dummies. They just probably weren't busy. They weren't doing anything. So now when, your back is against the wall and you were making $350 and you got a mortgage and you got kids in private school, what are you going to do? You're going to give up, or are you going to fight? And my guess is they're going to fight. And they're going to go build businesses. They're going to go to new opportunities, and they're going to figure it out. So like, I've always said that I believe Americans are resilient. I don't give, Europeans are not. Europeans gave up.
They gave up.
They gave up 40 years ago.
They did, yeah.
Think about Leonardo da Vinci was Italian.
They fumbled.
One of the greatest people of all time.
Some of the smartest people come from Romania, Eastern Europe, and they just gave up.
Well, Poland is thriving.
Or they came here. That's the point. All the ones that didn't give up came here.
Yeah. But just think, Italians, these people invented like modern everything.
And the Germans, BMW.
Yeah.
Advanced machinery.
But that's political, right? Like, you created a political, going back to like full blown MAGA.
Thank you.
I don't think we if you're a liberal person sitting in this country today, you're obviously very angry. You hate Trump, blah, blah, blah. You obviously have to go protest for Khomeini tomorrow. I get it. Enjoy yourself. I don't think people realize that how important Trump winning this election is for the future of America. And then that impact it had on the rest of the world. Right. 50 years from now, 30 years from now, we'll kind of be like, the guy wasn't a complete idiot. I think in the moment,
I do think I do think his presidency, especially this one, is going to age really well, like way in the future.
First presidency, he did nothing. I don't think he did anything important. I don't think he.
Yeah. It sounds like he was a little too jammed up, trying to worry about re-election, all that stuff. This time, he's like, okay, I know the scene. I'm going to get my people. I have no re-election. Let's just go.
I also think, just think about who he had in his first cabinet versus this cabinet.
Yeah.
Like, whether you like these people or not, Bassett, Lutnick, these people are fucking smart. He has like smart people. He had a Rudy Giuliani and he had morons.
Because no one wanted to be a part of it.
Yeah, he had morons. David Sachs.
Well, also his own explanation of it was that
just sitting there with advising him. It's like insane people.
Right. His explanation was that he tried to kind of like follow the Washington rules and like go with the normal people that he was advised to put in those roles on the first one. On the second one, he was like, fuck it. I'm putting the people in there that I think can do the job. I just think once all the emotion passes, no matter how you feel about him today, I think the way that they talk about it in 20 years, like once again, a long time, because there's so much emotion tied to it, I think it'll be big. Also, imagine if like Kamala was in here like regulating AI and shit.
Oh my God.
That would have been the worst fucking thing we could have done at that time. It would have been
disaster. I mean, just think about the people she would have hired on the regulation. Forget her. She doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
Imagine the people.
Yeah.
It is very like, you don't realize like, we literally dodged a bullet, figuratively and literally.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying. I'm trying not to like be too
Drama
Trumpy
wants
here.
to be at the next Revolve
obviously
party.
you still need to get laid, so I get it. You don't live in a city of conservative girls, so you know
That's why he said Dallas.
Yeah, that's why I said go to Dallas and speak freely.
Yeah, you can talk like this in Dallas.
Let me tell you who they're not voting for in Dallas.
I'll tell you, I was at, once again, same Super Bowl thing. And like, I forgot how openly you can't speak in LA. And I was talking to one of our very good friends and I was joking. And I said, oh yeah, ask him what he thinks about ICE. That's all I said.
Yeah.
And people, like there were some young girls around us and stuff. And they were like, oh, what? Like they were just like, even the thought of like, they had no idea the context, no idea and it was just like, I was like, oh shit, I got to be careful.
I mean,
I don't know. I was at that same venue Friday.
Depends on who you're with. Yeah, it's not everyone.
And I got slapped on the hat. Wokey woke. What are you doing, wokey woke?
Yeah.
No, I mean, it definitely
from someone that is we all know.
Yeah, it depends on who you're around, but I will say
depends on the audience, right?
The younger crowd is
Ours was the older crowd.
Yeah. There's a divide.
I obviously I can't hang out with young people. They don't agree with me.
No chance. You hang out with a group of like even mid 20-year-olds, you are Hitler.
They might protest you outside the venue.
They would literally be waiting outside.
I need to go hang out with Gen Z in like Alabama.
Yeah, go to a tailgate.
They would make you proud. Even like Texas Gen Z, I think would make you proud.
Yeah, I'm definitely Texas.
Yep.
I've gone there a lot recently, so
they like you. You fit in well. Do we want to talk about Texas? Do we want to wrap it up? What do we want to do?
Well, I mean, we could just talked about, there was a horrific incident that happened in Austin, Texas on Saturday night.
Looks
3 people.
Terrorism. Like the guy apparently had a hoodie on that said property of Allah or something.
Yeah, and a Quran in his car. And so he's
from Senegal.
Yeah, it's, there was stabbing in DC. I don't know what it was about. I haven't gotten details since I saw it a few hours ago, but you look at like a lot of these high profile places all over the country, especially when like the world is tense. It's scary.
It is scary. And the places like Texas, anyone can get a gun. So this guy, who knows what his process was, he probably just showed up to a gun store, bought a gun and showed up to 6th Street.
So maybe, but I'd be careful saying that on, and only because there's a lot of these type of events that happen in states where that isn't the case. So I would just look at that first, because that will be a touchy like question, right? Is that the result of such?
We need to find out where he found his gun.
Right.
Well, the thing is I think it's like people in California have guns.
Everyone has guns.
I'm just saying, like mass shootings happen. Like they happen. That's part of the like argument, right? Is like that it doesn't matter. Even strong gun laws aren't going to stop criminals. And so who knows? I would just be curious to know. I don't want to claim it that that's what he did. He just walked into a gun store, bought a gun. It's that. Who knows? I'd be curious to hear what happened there.
Well, it doesn't even matter. It's so easy in America, in any state, gun laws or not gun laws. There's more guns than people.
I will say, like, I guess it all happened so fast, but part of my thought was like, well, with guns being so prevalent in Texas, like you wish someone would have stopped him sooner, but I guess it happened really fast. So, because, that's part of the thing. Like I've even heard people from Texas say like, there's not really, no one really fucks with each other out here because everyone's got a gun. Or like you have a gun in your car, you have a gun in your, whatever. But I don't know. I saw the videos and it seemed like he just like unloaded on a very crowded bar. And like, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
But sounds like, I don't know. That shit's just the worst.
Yeah. My thought is just be aware and play it safe, especially when things like this, people are very like, we can have a conversation on this podcast about it. I can, have a conversation with people about it in person. A lot of people cannot. They're very emotionally charged, and
about what?
About everything. Everything that's happening in the world, you talked about like ICE and people were gasping, or, people are talking about what happened this weekend, and it's a very polarizing thing. And it is a reminder when you're out in public, basically avoid any political or religious talk.
Right.
I see no upside. There's fucking zero. Like I'll talk, and it's why I like this podcast and why I always wanted this many listeners to listen, because it's just big enough where it's like, it's relevant to,
no one's going to pull up on you is what you're saying.
Yeah. Like when,
it's not like, we're not going to trend on Twitter because of something we said, it's like.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And I think the thing that what I've also realized is that when you for example, like this last week I was in Bentonville, and turns out there's a lot of Kathys who were visiting Bentonville this week. And all they were asking was like, oh, you guys don't put out episodes enough, whatever. Like it's lighthearted. And if you know us, are we dying on the hill? I mean, I could, if there was a good Democratic candidate next week, I would be rooting for them. I'd change my entire tune, and I'd have a completely different, like, I'm not like a person that's dying on any hill of any thought or any, like, I'm just not that type of person.
Right.
But I think a lot of people are. And when you go to a bar and you go to a restaurant and you go out and you're on a plane, and I hear people talking. Yeah. And I was like, why are you having this conversation?
Well, people feel like they need to talk about it. That's actually
talk about it with close people. Then
I've been in business dinners in the last month where people voluntarily bring up fairly controversial topics that are very polarizing.
Yeah, it's definitely common.
And it's like
Dee's just saying, don't do that.
I'm saying,
but it had no relevance to the dinner.
Yeah,
but they felt the need to bring it up.
Yeah, because I think most people are like struggling with what's going on in the world, and they don't have an outlet, right? Like we just come here, talk shit.
Like if you're in a close friends dinner, talk whatever you want.
Yeah.
But when you're talking about like people you kind of know, you kind of met, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah. You don't know. You don't, yeah, exactly. Because you don't know the other side of their story of how they feel.
And what their experiences are, what their world experiences are.
I'll make, offhand comments, but like I'm funny. I get away with it.
Well,
I do. I know I do, because
I've gotten texts.
I know, but they're not shooting me.
That's the line.
That is the line.
Like, I'm funny. They're not shooting me.
Yeah,
I must be hilarious.
But thing is,
no, I'm kidding. You're funny, but yes, but also you piss people off. But you're funny. Yeah, yes. Both are true. It doesn't matter. You also.
But he also is funny in like the most exclusive parts of the world.
Right. But even like on the podcast, like he says wild shit, but I think everyone kind of gets, I think if you still listen to this podcast, you're just on the same page that like, we're kind of being ridiculous. We're kind of being serious. We're kind of being whatever. Like no one's like offended. No one's really, even the things I was talking about, people coming up to me and stuff, everyone's kind of joking. It's like an endearing, like, oh, Dee needs to shut up. It's like a joke.
Yes. And like, I know people don't agree with me. I don't, and by the way, all good. It doesn't bother me.
I don't even know what Dee believes or doesn't believe, to be honest.
He believes in good content.
I believe in America.
He believes in America and making good content, I think.
Yes. That's
all you need in this world. Yeah.
All right.
What a great way to end. That's it? We're good?
Yeah.
Do we have shout outs?
Oh, we have shout outs.
Are they all me?
We got
They're all
first
me.
one.
Leave me alone.
B Scruggs. Drama's dating life. The content I didn't know I needed. Agree.
There you go, Scruggs.
Frank Davenport. Welcome back. And Drama, don't settle.
You got it, Frank.
Mikey G, Chris, Drama. I'll set you up on a blind date with my sister. She's 36-year-old Latina, lives in Orange County, and wants a child.
No thanks. That's the problem. The problem too is I got a lot of people that were like, you could tell they need/want a child, like Mikey's sister here. It's like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Thank you, Mikey, but it's okay.
All right. Shout out to Drama. Hey, been listening for years and love you guys. Heard Drama is single. Drama, you don't need to leave LA to find a good girl. DM me if you want to go out sometime. Wow.
Is that
is
one
this
of our
a
friends?
male or a
Is that
female?
girl? What is it? Yeah.
Female. Okay.
How's she look? You got a display pic?
I got you. I'll send it to
Send it
you.
over. Thanks. Okay. Great episode. That's it. Yeah.
That's it, guys.
Great.
And you're traveling, so no Wednesday?
There's a chance I'm back Wednesday morning. I'll know by tomorrow.
No Wednesday.
No Wednesday. Oh, yeah. He's busy. Josh is busy. Okay. So we'll see you next Sunday.
See you Sunday. Everyone have a great week. Peace.
Be safe.
Be safe.